What we have here is a 1919 Model T Ford delivery. Belongs to my father, well, originally to my grandfather. My dad restored it in the late 50s for my grandfather. My grandfather picked it up in the early to mid-20s. He worked for a gentleman on an estate to receive ownership of it so he could start his own business. It's pretty much untouched since 1959. We drive it here and there. It's got Hassler front shocks. It's got a nice accessory Fat Man steering wheel. There's my grandfather over at his business. When my dad restored it, he found out the engine, the original engine was pretty tired, and in fact it was seized. So my father had a hunting camp up in Chesterville, Maine. He knew of a gentleman up there that had an old sawmill that he didn't use anymore, and the power plant for that sawmill was a Model T Ford engine. So he met the gentleman and he purchased the engine and put it in this here car here and got it running. The tires were a gift from my great-grandmother to my dad in the early 60s. My father had old beat-up tires on it. And as a gift, she went out and bought him 5 brand new Montgomery Ward's Riverside Model T tires. And these are the original tires on it from when she purchased them back in the early 60s. My earliest childhood memory is driving in this Model T. Back in the late 60s, early 70s, they used to have a lot of car shows down in Grahamsfield and Agunquit, right on the water. And we used to go to quite a bit of those shows. 1919 Model T Ford delivery.